see here, Article 370, right, guarantees special status of Jammu and Kashmir. So what was there? Now see here, this one guarantees special status to Jammu and Kashmir. Then allows state assembly to make its own constitution. To make its own constitution. Even the laws made by parliament were not applicable to Jammu and Kashmir. That means the Jammu Kashmir can make their own law. That's why all the act you will come across except J&K. That's the jurisdiction of the law over India except J&K. Many of our acts have got. So they're part of it. Then coming here, separate set of laws for states residents such as citizenship, ownership of property, then and fundamental rights. Then citizens from other states cannot purchase land and property in the state. Then again, center cannot declare financial emergency under Article 360 in the state. These are the provisions of that. But now the abrogation of Article 370. Now if we look at after abrogation, so now single citizenship, Indian citizenship. Now one common tricolor flag, even the flag, different flag, but now one color. Now what? 16% reservation for minorities, no special powers, financial emergency will be applicable to Jammu and Kashmir, duration of legislative assembly will be 5 years, peoples from other states will now be able to do so. Now a woman still retain all her rights and Indian citizenship if she marries out of state or country. Earlier, if she marries to other person out of the state and country, she was to lose her rights. But now they change that they can retain their applicable now. Laws will be applicable now. All the laws of and fundamental panchayats will have the same rights as in other states have got. They'll have the rights. So this is a very controversial part, right? Which is very controversial part. But I have taken it there because aftermath of the war and the part of things, and now recently we have abrogated it here. So even now your Article 370 from constitution point of view, as a civil servant, see, you should not be biased. What is my point is that you should not be biased in your thought process. What happened when we read a lot of things, books and perspective opinions, we try to go by those opinions. और फिर कहीं ना कहीं हमारी सोच जो होता है बायस हो जाती है. हमें दोनों पक्ष में देखना है, फॉर एंड अगेंस्ट. हमें देखना है कैसे किस तरह से ये आर्टिकल का रोल आता है. कल जाके आप कलेक्टर बनेंगे, कल जाके आप डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर होंगे और आपकी पोस्टिंग वहाँ पर होती है, तो आपको कई चीज़ें बैकग्राउंड से लेकर बहुत सारी चीज़ों को जानना बहुत जरूरी होता है. दैट वॉज बिकम वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट देयर, राइट. दैट इज द पार्ट विच कम्स इन टू दैट. सो आर्टिकल 370, दिस वेयर यू हैव द पार्ट ऑफ इट, right. Now look at here, after this abrogation, and again I am putting a disclaimer. I don't have any political kind of a thing to any political party, right? Without any kind of, I am as a neutral person, I am only presenting the facts. ठीक है. तो कई बार होता है ऐसे सब्जेक्ट में जब आप डिस्कस करते हैं तो फिर आपका एक लेबल लग जाता है कि ये थॉट वाला ये चीज़ है. मैं एज अ टीचर, एज एन एजुकेटर, मैं केवल ग्राउंड फैक्ट्स को रख रहा हूँ विदाउट हैविंग एनी पॉलिटिकल काइंड ऑफ थॉट और समथिंग ऑफ दैट. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग यू बेसिक थिंग्स हियर, एंड एज अ सिविल सर्वेंट यू शुड ऑल्सो थिंक ऑफ दैट. नाउ लुक एट हियर, एब्रोगेशन 370. तो व्हाट आर द 370 सेज अबाउट स्क्रैपिंग प्रोविजन, क्या इसमें दिया हुआ है? तो नॉट विथ स्टैंडिंग एनीथिंग इन द फॉरगोइंग प्रोविजंस ऑफ दिस आर्टिकल, द प्रेसिडेंट मे by public notification declare that this article shall cease to be operative. Even the matter went to the Supreme Court. When the government abrogated the Article 370, it went to the Supreme Court of India. Honorable Court also looked into this part of it, the executive order in terms of that. Now you see here, provided that recommendations of the Constituent Assembly of the state shall be necessary. वो दिया हुआ था. Before the president issues such a notification, there has to be a kind of recommendation made by the Constituent Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. Now see, petitioners in the court, Petitioner said that since Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly had ceased to exist, you know, that time, what government has seized those kind of assembly there. So Article 370 became a permanent feature. There was not existing that Constituent Assembly and the legislature. So this will be applicable there. Then what is the Supreme Court? Now see here. That said, I'm going according to the law. Now what the Supreme Court said? Supreme Court said that President had the power to issue a notification under given Constitution of India. See, Supreme Court or High Court, any the judiciary will only interpret the statute, interpret the law, and the given provision. The Supreme Court of India said that President had the power to issue a notification declaring that Article 370 subclause 3, right, ceases to operate without recommendation of the Constituent Assembly of the state. This is what the Supreme Court of India said. Without having recommendation of Constituent Assembly of the state, that President of India can